The price of fame, a celebrity's downfall and murder. Fame, it's the dream that so many chase, yet so few truly understand. It glitters from afar, promising admiration, wealth, and purpose. But behind the flash of cameras and the roar of fans, it can become something darker, a trap that swallows the very soul it once celebrated. Lena Rivers knew that feeling all too well. She was the voice that defined a generation. Her songs dominated charts, her face adorned magazines, and her performances sold out in minutes. From the outside, she had it all: beauty, talent, and success. But inside, Lena was exhausted, trapped in a whirlwind that never seemed to slow down. She started from nothing, a small-town girl with a voice that could melt glass. Her journey began in smoky cafes, singing to small crowds who barely noticed her. But fate noticed. One night, a producer sitting in the back corner of the room heard her sing and was captivated. That single performance changed everything. Overnight, Lena went from being unknown to unstoppable. Her first single went viral. Her second broke records, and soon she was performing on world stages she had once only seen on TV. Her rise was the stuff of dreams, but dreams, when twisted by fame, can quickly turn into nightmares. With every new success came new pressures. Endless interviews, late-night recording sessions, constant touring. Her smile became her armor, her songs her only escape. She began to lose the people who once grounded her, and none hurt more than the slow drift from her longtime boyfriend, Mark Hale. Mark had been there from the start, before the lights, before the luxury, before the world knew her name. He was her safe place when everything else felt like chaos. But fame changed the rhythm of their love. What began as understanding slowly turned into distance, and that distance became jealousy. He didn't understand a world she now lived in. The late meetings, the industry events, the constant attention from strangers. He started to question everything: her friends, her messages, her loyalty. He said he was protecting her, but what he was really doing was trying to control what he couldn't keep. Lena, tired and worn, tried to keep the peace. She loved him, but she was suffocating. When she finally decided to end things, she told a few close friends that she planned to move abroad for a while, to breathe again, to find herself outside the noise. She didn't know that Mark had already heard. On a rainy evening, after finishing a long studio session, Lena returned home to her apartment, her sanctuary. The city lights flickered through her windows, reflecting off awards that lined her walls. She poured a glass of wine, humming softly to herself, unaware that Mark was already standing outside her door. He had come with flowers, a peace offering, he said. She let him in, hesitant but kind. They talked, at first quietly, then louder. Neighbors later said they heard voices, the sound of something breaking, and then silence. The next morning, the world woke to the unthinkable. Lena Rivers was dead. Her assistant found her lying on the floor of her bedroom, motionless, surrounded by petals from the flowers Mark had brought. The news spread like wildfire. Pop star found dead, the headline screamed. Fans flooded the streets with candles and posters, while social media drowned in shock and sorrow. But grief soon turned to anger as the truth surfaced. Security footage showed Mark entering the building that night. He never left. When police found him hours later sitting alone in his car, his face was blank, his hands trembling. He didn't resist arrest. He didn't deny what happened. All he said, in a whisper that chilled the officers who heard it, was, "She was leaving me. I couldn't let her go." The courtroom would later describe it as a crime of passion, a mind consumed by jealousy and loss. But to the public, it was something more, a reflection of the dangerous line between love and obsession, between admiration and possession. Lena's death became more than a headline. It became a haunting symbol of the darkness that fame can bring. Behind every red carpet is a world of pressure, loneliness, and expectation. Celebrities are adored by millions, yet often feel completely alone. In the months that followed, Lena's songs returned to the top of the charts. Her fans played her music not just to remember her, but to grieve her. Tributes poured in from across the world. Artists she had inspired called her a legend gone too soon. But her closest friends, the ones who had known her laughter, her fears, her late-night doubts, said the same thing over and over: she just wanted peace. Mark was sentenced to life in prison. In court, he never looked up, never spoke, never explained. Some say he wept every night in his cell. Others say he simply stared into nothingness. But by then, it didn't matter. 2 lives had been destroyed, one by fame, the other by the inability to live without it. Lena's legacy remains a reminder that the spotlight, no matter how bright, always casts a shadow. Fame is intoxicating, but it demands everything in return: your privacy, your sanity, your safety. And for some, like Lena Rivers, it demands your life. Today, her name lives on, her voice still echoing through radios, her image frozen in time. People speak of her with admiration, her story told as both a warning and a lament. The price of fame, after all, is rarely measured in money. It is measured in what it takes away, piece by piece, smile by smile, until nothing is left but memory. If Lena's story moved you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more stories that uncover the dark side of fame, where dreams shine bright, but shadows always follow.